So I'm here in Dubai, as you can see from the Burj Khalifa in the background. And I spent a few days living here and just observing what's going on in this place. I know there are a lot of people saying negative things about Dubai, and I can see where they're coming from. It is a very money-driven and somewhat superficial place. But at the same time, I sense that, at least talking to the immigrants, the taxi drivers, the restaurant servers, and all the other people, they're quite happy. They're quite happy living here. And I asked them, do you plan to go back home one day? Oh, it's so hot. Sorry. It's summer here. It's ridiculous. It feels like Phoenix. It feels like Vegas in the summertime. It's dry. It's 40 degrees Celsius. Anyway, so I talked to the immigrants, not the expats, but the immigrants. And they seem all to be very happy to be here. And well, yes, they make much less money than the locals or the rich European expats or American expats or Asian expats with businesses here. Generally, they're happy, and they're actually trying to bring their family from India, from Philippines, from Myanmar, and Africa here to have a life here. So I don't prescribe to the view that Dubai is a superficial, all negative place. In fact, if you look at what they have achieved, the local government has achieved, is quite astonishing. They built this amazing business destination, international, global destination, within the last 20 years. And because their business-friendly policy, increasing amount of entrepreneurs and global companies have set up their global headquarters or regional headquarters here. What I do also to observe is that the locals are actually very smart, in the sense that they set up a structure where they are placed themselves on top. So they are the landowners, they are the license grantors, they are the business facilitators. Whereas all the immigrants, expat and non-expat immigrants, are here to do business, and in the process they create a lot of wealth for local economy, and the recipient of that wealth, a portion of that wealth, goes to the licensing fees, the business local tax, VAT tax, goes to the local economy, so the locals don't have to work very hard, and they're given land. As a citizen, they are given land as part of the process, so they never really have to worry about shelter and food here, and they don't have to work very hard, and they essentially are in a way landlords, right? And us business people come here and want to do business. We pay a fee, but it's a very reasonable fee. It's not outrageous like some countries, I'd rather not mention names, that want a cut of the money we can make here in UAE and also internationally. And because they made it very easy to do banking and do all the other business-related activities, in a way they become a global destination. Because they become a global destination, the business that happen here is not just regional, like happening in the UAE, within the UAE, or even the Gulf region, but global. You have European businessmen, Asian businessmen, Latin American, even North American businessmen come here to seek freer business environment, less taxes, less regulations. And all that money is pulled into global money is pulled into this destination. That's why you see back behind me all these beautiful tall buildings. And is it a little bit like a kind of a new rich? Of course it is. Of course it is. This place is built in the last 20 years. But give it time. All money at some point starts new, and then with time it will settle, and it will develop culture. It will develop sophistication. So don't be so rushed to judge this place. I believe this place is going in the right direction. If you are a global business person, it's worth considering this place at least part of the time of the year, maybe 3-4 months or 6 months a year. Live here when it's winter time, and it's wonderful and it's beautiful, and get out of here during the summertime like it is now, because it's so hot. So that's my review of Dubai. Next destination, Africa.